Pay the pay. Power to the people. Power to Bayelsa State. Power to the John Nation. I say again, power to the John Nation. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Be seated. Thank you very much indeed. The Speaker, the Deputy Speaker, the entire leadership and members of the House who are here, the Chief of Staff, the Deputy Chief, all members of the State Executive Council, special advisors, and in particular, the Honorable Fireman Wilson, Special Advisor, Political. My dear colleagues in the Restoration Government, gentlemen and ladies of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Anoa, yeah. Bayelsa Anoa, yeah. Bayelsa Anoa, Thank you. First, I want to join the political desk in welcoming you all to this very important interactive session. Our restoration government has gone into the second lap. The first 2 years are over, and we've stepped into the second half. Is that not so? And it's like a home run now. Home run. Rounding off. Ending well and good in Jesus' name. And he has rightly said, since the beginning of this year, I have been telling the SA Poll and the Chief of Staff and the SIG to arrange this interaction so that we can speak to ourselves, and not just you hearing from me, I also would like to hear from you people. Because apart from my immediate aides and apart from the members of cabinet, the commissioners, the members of the State Executive Council, and apart from those who are in the regular teams, because I have teams in every department of government, and I hold regular consultations with them, so they know about the government policies in respect of their own departments. But I wanted an opportunity for us to talk generally about where Bayelsa was, that you all know, 2012 when we took over, where Bayelsa is today, 6 years after, and still I want to share some thoughts and some ideas about what the remainder of my tenure still holds for Bayelsa. Because for me, every day calls for hard work. Every day calls for further dedication, further service, and further ideas. And by the grace of God, we will keep working, keep pushing the frontiers of development, of stability, and of prosperity till the final day that I will hand over. So I thought we should have this critical interaction. And so I told them this meeting is compulsory. But stepping into this hall, I initially thought I was coming to address a political rally. Looking at the sheer number. Looking at the sheer number of appointees in the government of Bayelsa State. Please clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. You are all good people. I know the various roles you all played. And people say, I've appointed so many people. And I ask them, why not? Why not? Why not? As you stood by me, we have also stood by you people. Not so? Yes, that's the way it should be. And so today we'll talk to ourselves, because you are the instruments of policy delivery. You are the people who translate policies into action. And when you go outside, if you can even have even half of this hall talking and explaining about government positions, you will drown out all the few voices that are out there. Is that not so? So I want to see more of that happen. I'm told you are seated according to your local governments. Is that not so? And I'm looking at all the people who make things happen politically in all the local government areas, and I'm seeing you all, and you are all here. And I'm just coming from a very important meeting of all the governors of this zone, of which I'm the chairman. And also held consultative meetings with party leaders, the national chairman, the zonal chairman, who you know are always my people and our people. And so once again, I gave a confident analysis and assessment that with all of you on board, with the capacities that I know you all have, with our track record of performance and service delivery in this state, there is no other party, there is no other team that can win elections apart from this team. Is that not so? Yes. Now, those who are not in this team, let me assure you, they will be out there in the cold for much longer. They will be out there in the cold for much longer. But the good news is that we still have room for more. If they want to come, they are free to come. But to come and displace these people here under the leadership of former Pepe, how do they want to do it? Is it by air or by land or by sea? How? Anyway, that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. We have not started politicking. As you all know, we are still focusing on development. Our people have suffered for too long. There's so much to be done in every area. The more you do, the more you see things that need to be done. The more you do, you still see things that need to be done. The more you build the roads, you still see more roads that need to be built. The more schools we build, the more schools we know that we still need to build. So it's our people need development. So we don't have time for politics. But all the small, childish politics people are playing, we are looking at it, but we don't think that is important, so we are not responding. At the right time, we will start our politics. Not be so? Yes, we'll start our politics. But it's getting close. It's getting close. So I want to thank you all for what you have all been doing. I don't want to say how much goes into all of us in this hall every month. But whatever it is, for me, that is not money going to ghost workers. It's going to real Bayelsa human beings. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's better to spend it this way At least, even if it is not enough. And it can never be enough. Abi? But at all, now be wish. At all. Yes. So, at least, for the gentleman, madam can at the end of every month go to the market. Madam can at the end of the month go to the market. And why not? It's an important part of managing our state. We are the Bayelsans. There can be no Bayelsa without we the people, Abi? Yes, so when people say, Governor, don't appoint more people, Governor, I said, no. My problem is the money that is going to ghost workers. My problem is the one that somebody will say somewhere and call one name and choco, collect and put in his pocket. That one, I will not allow it. But anyone that's going directly, somebody is sick, I will support. Salaries to maintain a Bayelsan, to continue to serve, that is money well spent. Please, you are too good. Clap for yourselves. You are good people. So, we have a big, strong family. But as you know, in this family, there is hierarchy and there is leadership. Not so? And even that one is temporary. Every one of us, we come, we play our role at our time. Like a play, a stage, you play your part, and then you take the exit. Today, I am given the leadership as the captain of the restoration boat. And you are all fellow passengers. I want to use this opportunity again to call for more support. Support and yet more support. And yet more prayers. The journey was very tough, very turbulent. We went through an election that will go down in history as one of the toughest gubernatorial elections in Nigeria. But even with their boast of federal this, federal that, we showed them local might. We showed them local might. Yeah. And it seems some people have not learned lessons. So some people have not learned lessons. What they don't know is that we are more determined in Bayelsa to defeat them and defeat them even better. Not be so next time. Yes. You know, last time their party was brand new party. Mint party. Promising all kinds of things. And people were jumping to go and join them. Promising themselves appointments and positions and contracts and everything. Now, their party now is in tatters. I hope you all know that. It's in tatters. No head, no tail. So, with all of you here and the others that are there, our people in the communities who see the roads we have built that nobody built before, the roads that could have been built but that were not built, they know what we have done now. They are waiting. They have seen the local governments that didn't have hospitals and we're calling ourselves a state. Now in our restoration government, they are seeing the roads, they are seeing the hospitals, and we are going to build yet more hospitals. They are seeing the schools. Didn't have a single boarding school. Everybody tell them shame, 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 shame. Shame, shame, shame. We never start campaign, no, let them wait for us. So. Those schools are there, and we are going to build more schools. And for people who complain that Governor Dickson is building too many schools, their punishment for saying so is more schools. I'm going to build more schools. So if I build a university, tell them not to complain. If there is a complaint, I'll build another university. Because we are passionate about our people. That's the difference between us and them. We are passionate about our people. We are angry about the situation of our people. And we want to make a change in that situation. We want our state to compete. We want our people to compete with others. We want our people to be better than others. So they should wait. But for now, like I said, support and yet more support. When you go out, you are the officers of government. You are the officers of government. The governor has only one mouth. Abi? If I shout, and all of you shout, which one will they hear more? Yes. So I want you to talk more, to speak more. If there are policies you don't understand, ask questions. If there are explanations you need, you will get those explanations. But the truth is, and you can record this down, if you don't know this today, you will know it tomorrow. You are in a government that you will forever be proud to say you were part of what the restoration government is doing. After our service would have ended, like I said, it's a relay race. You won't be in government forever. A number of you can continue to serve and serve and serve. Me, in less than 2 years, I'll be rounding up. And by the constitutional rules, I can't be governor of this state again. But for all of you who will continue to aspire, who will continue to grow from strength to strength, and so it shall be your portion in Jesus' name. As you do so, your story, an important part of your story is that you were part of the restoration government, under whose tenure our people from Nembe, with our support, can drive to Nembe. Under whose tenure our people from Alebri are now driving to Alebri. And we have told them by December, God willing, they will drive to Ikirimo town. 3-4 bridges are under construction now, day and night, on that road. Under whose tenure our people can now very soon drive to Agwabri, going to Puruma. Under whose tenure at least every local government has an 80 to 100 bed hospital that was not there before. Under whose tenure you have boarding schools and yet more schools. Under whose tenure you have a functional health insurance system, one of the best in this country. Under whose tenure children, even from poor backgrounds, who would not have known the taste of a boarding school, they are now, as we speak, they are in all our local government areas. Free. From uniforms to books to everything free. And we are going to do more. That's the kind of government you are serving in. A government that has made Bayelsa safe and stable. One of the safest states in the whole country. Everybody now knows that Bayelsa is one of the safest states. What else? What else you? And all of this in a recession. all of this in a recession. A number of people don't know that we have managed a recession for the last 4 years. Our country went into recession since 2014. By 2015, 2016, some months we were just getting 2 billion, 3 billion. People don't know how we managed. And yet we have all of this. Wait until we commission the airport with the longest runway in the entire south of Nigeria. By August, that's just about 2-3 months from now, you see that airport. Everybody is coming. Everybody is coming. And planes will land for the first time in the heart of Ijo land. My dear friends, my dear colleagues, as I look back at the challenges, some of which you know, some of them you do not know, and I intend to write my memoirs when I finish, then you will know more. Even now, I feel satisfied when I look back. I feel very satisfied. But I also know I've not accomplished all of this alone. Behind all of these successes, you have all of you working quietly in your different ways to support. So clap for yourselves once again. Behind all of this, you have an assembly that I call the best source of assembly in the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria. Working quietly. I've told them to compile all the laws that I've sent to them. There's no governor that has sent more bills to an assembly than me. So we're not just building roads and schools. Creating institutions, building institutions for sustainability. And a round of applause for our assembly and the speaker too. Thank you. You see what we have done in this state. This is do you know that this is the longest serving speaker in the whole country? Clap for him again. This is the longest serving speaker. So you see where Bayelsa was and where we are now. A Bayelsa of stable leadership. A Bayelsa of stable institutions. Bayelsa used to be the headquarters of impeachment. I think you know. Huh? Of rancor and division. We have put a stop to all of that. No problems in the House of Assembly. For the first time running this long period. No problems. In the executive, you see, and my countryman, the deputy governor, my reliable ally and partner, working together. See? Unlike other states that governor will go this way, when the deputy governor sees it, will go the other way. You see, these are all things we are doing that will be a lesson, hopefully for younger people. So, I thank you all for what we have done together. We have every reason to be proud of what we have done.